It is your job as a man to be a jackass. You have to be a jackass. And the women, they need you to be a jackass. If that doesn't compute and doesn't make any sense, we're going to talk about that in this video. Why women, it's actually better for society as a whole if you become a bad boy, if you become a jackass, if you become a man that can attract women by not being nice to them. If again, this whole it's super confusing. We're gonna dive into it in this video. It's when you hopefully my goal is when you actually understand what I'm gonna tell you in this video, it should lift the burden off your shoulders a little bit to just be a nice guy and to just let go a little bit. You'll see what I mean. If you like this kind of content, scroll down where we help guys. Scroll down, hit that subscribe button. Okay, do it right now. Scroll down, subscribe. Do that shit. So, okay. Let me paint a picture for you, okay? Why is it that women always say that their ex-boyfriends are like narcissists? Or actually, on that note, why is it that narcissist men always get the women? Now, here's the thing. When I say a narcissistic man, what I mean is like basically an asshole or a jackass, right? Like I was saying at the beginning of the video. Guys that treat women like shit. Or, you know what? I shouldn't say men that treat women like shit. That's actually not what I'm talking about. It's more like a man that doesn't care if his woman comes or goes because he has so many of them. Like he's not. So let me paint this picture again. Let me reset. When we beta males, like blue pill males, when we are programmed with this mindset of like taking care of our girl, making sure her needs are fulfilled, making sure she's happy, making sure that she gets what she wants before us. That's a big one right there. That kind of shit. That's the kind of shit that I'm talking about, right? When you do that type of shit, it turns women off completely. Unless she's attracted to you. That's the thing. You can do those things after she's attracted to you, not before. But the blue pill boys, or like the normal guy, it's just normal, right? But like the normal guy, he's using those things to attract the women. You can't do that. If you do that, what's gonna happen is you're just gonna get the women that take advantage of you, or they're like 35 and waiting to take half your shit. You know what I'm saying? Why do they date the jackasses? No, they don't even date them. They just sleep with them. They don't get their commitment, right? But why is that happening, right? So a guy that displays the best hypergamous option is the man that has options and doesn't care. So he's like, so if a girl gets uppity, it's weird, man. Women are, it's the whole hypergamy thing, side note, the whole hypergamy thing, it actually does make logical sense why it's like that, but it doesn't make logical sense why a woman or I guess they're unaware of it, but if they were aware of it, it's so weird. It doesn't make logical sense why it's such an attraction trigger. So like because us guys don't think that way. So put it this way. You have a guy who is indifferent about whether or not the woman comes and goes. He has 10 bitches lined up outside of his door. He doesn't care. He's not an asshole, but he's just like, he's so full of himself because he knows that he can get as many women as he wants. Therefore, he doesn't give a shit. Therefore, the women literally fall in love with that man. Because he doesn't need them, they fall in love with him, right? Which leads to this. So the point of this whole video that whole hypergamy situation like that of what's going on is basically leading to the downfall of the entire society, right? Because you have like 20 chicks per one dude. Now here's the thing. The title of the video, or the intro of the video, why it's your duty to be a jackass, it's because at the end of the day, those 20 women, whether or not it's your duty is debatable, sure, but those 20 women, they're gonna be left at like 40, 45 years old with cats and shit. Which is, you know what, I'm a 40-year-old with a cat, right? Like, to be fair. But like, they're gonna be left with cats and shit, right? And unhappy, and no children. They're gonna have no purpose. They're gonna be fucking miserable, right? Now, what if a nice dude, not a nice, like a good man, let's use the words good man. Let's say just a good man can like grab one of those girls before she gets hooked into those narcissistic loops of hypergamy and shit. Well, isn't that it? So here's the bombshell. Isn't that what's best for her? If you were a daughter, if you had a daughter, wouldn't you want that for your daughter? Do you know what I'm saying? You would. If I was a dad, it's so funny. Or if I had a daughter, I would want a good man to know what the hell he's doing to like pluck my daughter away from the toxic hypergamy narrative and meta and shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like if you are just genuinely a good man and you do want to treat your woman well and you want to have a family and kids and shit, you need to like, it's your duty and job to figure this shit out so that you can actually get what you want and you can actually rescue a woman from her own unconscious brain. It's kind of fucked up when you think about it, and it's like, you know, there is a large subsection of men that will say, like, it's not my job to rescue them, they should do it on their own. And I do vibe with that a lot, dude. I have a big problem with rescuing the girl. And I have made this mistake many times in the past. The mistake that I made in the past was leading with the rescuing. The blue pill shit, the beta shit. Those are the mistakes that I made. Where like you want to. So the easiest example of this would be like I guess I know a lot of guys that do this IRL and it ends in fucking travesty every time. Is when the girl is broke, or when the girl pretends to be broke, and the guy can rescue her or save her through financial means. Oh, please don't do this, man. This is such... I never went that far in the beta path, to be fair, but I know a lot of like really obese, ugly, unfortunate guys, IRL, that do this shit all the time, dude. And it's just one girl after another churning them out, man. He basically works 8 hours. I know this one guy specifically. He basically works 8 hours and like gives his money away to a different girl to try to like rescue them. They're fucking predators, man. That's what I'm saying. But so when I say it's your duty to rescue them, that's not what I'm talking about. There's rescuing them on a logical level and rescuing them from an emotional one. Never, ever rescue them on a logical level. Never. What I mean by logical level is money, services, unless they're sleeping with you. No, actually, sorry. Never give them money, even if they are sleeping with you. Never. Services, you can kind of do that a little bit after you guys are dating and sleeping together. Never before. So maybe I should have contexted this video a bit, but one of the things that I'm talking about in this video are when you're courting a woman, the pre-dating phase. Not like 10 years into a marriage or whatever. That's a different video. This is like not how to get them, but like how to rescue them when you're in the dating pool. Do you know what I'm saying? So you would never, if a girl needed her toilet fixed and she calls you to fix her toilet and you guys are not dating or sleeping together, you don't do that shit. You say, no, I'm not doing that shit. Here's the thing, go and test it. If you do services for them or give them money or anything beta, if you do any, here's the thing, this is the greatest conundrum of the whole thing. Here's how you rescue them. If you do anything for them that a boyfriend would do when you're not their boyfriend, you just got friend zoned. Let that sink in. So like, it's almost like a shit test in a certain way. They want to see if you'll do the boyfriend duties without being the boyfriend, almost something like that. It's weird, man. So it's like, if they're like, can you fix my computer? Can you fix my car? Can you change my tire? Can you pick me up from the airport? If you're not dating them, the answer is sorry, I don't have time. That's it. You don't have to be mean. No, okay. You don't have to be mean. Do not explain yourself. Do not. I'm really sorry, I just don't have time. That's it. And then you just don't. And then if she replies again, you don't reply. You just you leave it there. Sorry, I don't have time. And that's it. Now here's the thing. Let me go back to the whole it's your job to rescue them shit. The boyfriend duties that boyfriends perform, or the friend zone guys, that is rescuing them on a logical level. That doesn't build attraction, that gets you used. It won't move them, it will make them lose attraction for you if you try to rescue them on a logical level. That's why guys have such a hard time with this type of shit, because it's like, to us, that doesn't make sense. Bro, if I was stuck on the side of the road and a girl came to rescue me or pick me up, you would totally fall for that girl because she went out of her way to rescue you. They don't see it that way. Again, like the previous video, would Brad Pitt or a famous guy like Justin Bieber, would he go pick up a random girl? Or would he, okay. Would Brad Pitt go and fix the toilet of some girl? He'd be like, sorry, I don't have time. That's it. And then he'd be fucking another chick without the toilet problem. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very key. Now, it's not good, and here's the thing. It's not good that Leo DiCaprio has 20, and again, you could say that it's women's own fault that they're like this. I get it, man. I get it. I guess, you know what I would say? It comes down to personal choice on the man. It's like, if you want a wife and a family or whatever, or you want like a girlfriend, you're gonna have to learn how to play the game the hand that we're dealt in 2026, where you have to like jackassery your way into them, grab one, and then like be good to her after you've jackassed your. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like that's kind of like the meta of the modern day gynocentrism. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think you have to give women a little bit of a slack on this one, just because, again, I struggle with this. Dude, I'm with you. I struggle with this so bad. The only thing that makes me kind of like not resent women, or maybe I think it's like not their fault to a certain degree, is because we've really only had technology for like 20 years. And this isn't like cope, like you're just coping and you're just defending women. It's like, no, I think that's like, there are side effects to this for both men and women, right? Like, we've only had, it's 2026. In 2006, I was like in college, man, with like a Nokia phone, like playing Snake on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think MySpace and Nexopia were just out. What I'm saying is, we're cavemen. Like, we're literally, we have thousands and thousands of years of evolution built into us without the internet, without social media. We don't have, so again, you could say it's your job. It's your job as like an enlightened man to rescue a woman from this shit. You could say it's part of that. You could, if you wanted to go like super like spiritual and religious or whatever, it's almost like God or like the universe or whatever. It's like almost, it's, or Darwinism. It's weeding out men slowly as time goes on based on the men that can't get with the program. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, so if a woman has like a million years of evolution in her, a million years of like hypergamous evolution, and she's just designed to go towards social status and assholery, like why do they all love that? Dude, every single woman universally loves the asshole. Every single one. Whether they choose to date them or not is different, but they are attracted to them. It doesn't fucking matter. So you have to figure, if it was like half the population, that might be more of like a choice. But if it's like 99.9% of women love the social status jackass, that's not like a choice anymore. That's a evolutionary prerogative. That's an evolutionary desire. Like, that's just the way it is, right? So anyway, what you could say is it's your job to like, yeah, it's almost like your duty as you were born on this earth to like realize that and rescue her. Now, again, that's the why I kind of give women a little bit of a pass on this one, and I don't resent them for being this way, because it's like, okay, if 99.999% of women are in love with the jackass, that can't really be their fault, can it? It's not, they're not making the choice to be, it's like you didn't make the choice to be born a man. You didn't make the choice to be born a certain race or a certain height or bald, right? We didn't make those choices. So how can you hate somebody for a choice they didn't make? Do you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why, personally, I don't resent women for being this way. And also, funny enough, when you actually figure this shit out, it works in your benefit, because then you're the guy with 20 chicks on you. And then when you actually see it, you can't unsee it anymore. And you're like, damn. You know the side effect of all this kind of shit is? I'll be totally straight up. The side effect of all, this goes for guys too, though. You kind of start to realize that, like, most women are just bots. And you know, if you want to go super deep on that, I'm not gonna go super deep, but it's almost like, man, it's like when you interact, okay, you go out a lot, this is a total side tangent, but this is kind of like just how I feel about this. You'll get there, if you do what I tell you to, you'll get there one day too, and it's kind of a curse and a blessing, right? But you go out a lot, and you see all these women like cheating on their men with more hypergamous men, because those guys led with saving the girl, rescuing her, right? And then you go out, you interact with all these women, and then us men, our brains are designed to flow chart and categorize, right? Like logically. And then you're gonna find that like most chicks are the same. Again, like 99% love assholes. So it's like if it's almost like, where's the soul? It's kind of strange. And then you go down this dark path of like, do we even have souls, or are we literally just like evolved monkeys with pre-programmed mannerisms in our brains? Like, where's the fucking soul? Like that, I not to like derail the video, but it's like, why would you want to have a family with a bot? Basically, right? It's like, why would I want to have a family with somebody that doesn't have a soul? So it's like, I gotta be this dancing monkey where I'm like pretending to be an asshole. I get a whole bunch of status and hypergamy triggers. I get like 20 bitches on me. And then I rescue one of them. And I could have rescued one out of the 20. But then they don't have but then they're such soulless husks that like, it doesn't even matter which one I choose because they're all kind of the same. It's kind of like this dark defeatist. It's like, I've had all these thoughts before, man, trust me. And I don't think it's productive. I think if you want to go the other route, the more religious one, they say that like, or like in Christianity or whatever, maybe they figured all this shit out 2,000 years ago, man. Who knows? Maybe our ancient ancestors already knew all this shit, and we're just like rediscovering everything again, right? But it's like, they say a man is supposed to lead a woman. He's supposed to like sculpt her, and that's why I think grooming is a big problem for women. But it's like, you're supposed to lead your woman. She's supposed to serve you, and it's like, maybe they were born to be bots. That's the other side of the coin, right? Maybe all these women are just programmed bots, and you're supposed to rescue one, and then she's your bot now. And then maybe you sculpt her. Because have you ever noticed? This is dude, I just totally unlocked a whole new like video idea. But it's like, have you ever noticed that when you start dating a girl, she'll pick up on your mannerisms? If she loves you anyway, she'll pick up words that you use. She will find things funny that you find funny. She'll enter your frame basically, right? She'll like the activities that she's basically a bot. So when a woman enters your frame, she's a bot that's being programmed on the fly to be what you want to be. That sounds like a bot, doesn't it? So like, where's the soul? But maybe that's not a bad thing either. Anyway, that was kind of a philosophical thing. Let's get back to the main point of the video here, okay? It is, so the main point of this video is if you had a daughter and you were in this fucked up world that we live in of 40-year-old women with cats and shit, wouldn't you want a good man to learn how to be a jackass for like 6 months so he could save the daughter? That's your job. If you want to deal with if you want all this shit, you gotta just learn how to be when I say learn how to be a jackass, what I mean by that is like, it's not fitness, it's not money. You just have to learn game and or hypergamy signals. You have to, easier way to understand this. You have to learn how to attract them with genuine desire first. Then you can be a good man to them. You want to, it's Beauty and the Beast. That's all it is. You want to be the Beast. That's what that whole movie was, by the way. The Beast is like large, angry, He attacks people. He doesn't trust people. And then, like, the one girl finds him and rescues him and turns him into Prince Charming, into a good man. That's the key, right? Just go watch Beauty and the Beast. That's the key right there. That's what you... And then, when that happens... And here's the thing. When that happens, you're allowed to be a good man to her. And she will perceive... But, here's how you maintain the lock-in, okay? And this is kind of like the final point of how to do this whole thing. When you're a good man to her, so you attract her with genuine desire, then you're a good man to her, but she also needs to see you be a beast to everybody else. And that's so key, brother. You can't revert to being a little bitch and supplicating to the whole planet. Because then that's going to tell her that you were putting on a front. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like, this isn't the guy that attracted me. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to remind her subconscious brain through time. It's like, oh yeah, I tamed the beast. I'm the one that tamed the beast. He's a good man to me, but he's an asshole to everybody else. And when you can actually, so it's like a 3-step process. Go full Retardmaxx, Jackass Max, okay? You do that shit first. Attract them with genuine desire. Then you be a good man to them, rescuing them from their own botness and soullessness, right? Build a family and all that shit. Continue to be Retardmaxx and Jackass Max to the rest of the planet except her. And make sure that she this stuff that I'm talking about has to be like programmed in your subconscious. You can't go out and do it overtly because then you're faking it, right? You need to like my girlfriend, bro. She sees me. I'm so nice to her, dude. But she sees me be the biggest fucking asshole to everybody else. And here's the thing. Maybe we'll save this for the next video. Do you know what being an asshole actually means to other people? Just saying no. That's it. You don't even, dude, brother, you don't even have to go that far in 2026 to be considered an asshole. Just say no to people. So it's like, back to the plumbing thing. Your girlfriend asks you to fix her toilet, and then you're at a group dinner or something, and the conversation comes up, and another person is like, oh, hey, you know how to fix toilets? Would you mind helping me fix my toilet or teaching me how to do it? And you just say, sorry, I don't have time. You're polite, but you said no. So what you did there, that person thinks you're a fucking asshole because they didn't get what they wanted, obviously. And then you're like, I just don't want to do that. Now your girl saw that you fixed her toilet, but you didn't fix everybody else's toilet. Now she's reaffirmed that she tamed the beast. It's as simple as that, man. It's the most simplest shit. It's unbelievable. Dude, in another video, we'll talk about just saying no to people is like the wildest shit, dude. Like, nobody gives a shit. Anyway, if you found value in this video, scroll down, hit that subscribe button. Just some things to think about, right? It is your job to Retardmaxx and rescue a girl and turn and mold that clay into whatever the hell you want before her clay is ruined by her own hypergamy. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, scroll down, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, see you in the next one.